Going on to the culture part of the podcast, we have Disney park workers twerking, as that scandal also helps drop their stock as well. So they did have that contract negotiations with Spectrum where they dropped ESPN. So I contribute, I'd say probably 1% of their stock drop is attributed to this scandal. Now, it also shows you how fascinatingly, morally, Disney has just become so morally depraved, morally vacuous, as well as intellectually vacuous throughout the years. If you want to back the clock, read any good biography about Disney. Look at the old documentaries. We actually had the founder still involved in the company. It used to be a very professional place to work. Something where, the men would suit up, as every good man does. And they actually had these rare things, which are nuances lost in America these days, such as standards and values. Now, I know some people in America probably need a dictionary to read to find out what those things are, but needless to say, back in the day of Disney, you used to have to put in an effort, and your manager would expect you to get tasks done, and they actually ask you, and they would expect you to act professionally. Back in the day, if you worked at Disney they actually don't even call them employees when you work at the park. They have some hilarious not staff members, not a performer. It's when you're a part of a production. It's hilarious. It is kind of cute. Instead of calling them employees, they're called, the name eludes me. Let me know in the comments. I'll think of it as soon as we're done with the episode. But they're called, not actors. All right, now, it's one of those things where it's in the back of your head, but you just have to know. What are Disney employees called? Not staff. What is it? Cast members. That's what it is. Every single employee of Disney is a cast member. That's what it is. So it's one of those things where if you're a frontline employee working at Disneyland, which used to be one of the most magical places on time, they used to have very clean parks, they used to have morals, values. If you're a man, you couldn't have any facial hair. You're expected to actually look professional. You're expected to be clean cut every day. No smoking, no facial hair. Is very, some might call it uptight. Personally, I actually appreciate businesses that have any standards at all these days. Actually, a great way to differentiate from the competition. So Disney went to saying, hey, you have to be clean cut, you have to show up to work every day on time, no smoking. You gotta be here. And they've gone from that pinnacle, or some would say the pinnacle of professionalism, to now they have employees with multicolored hair. You have men's dressing up in women's clothing at Disneyland. Employees. So you have biological men dressing up in Disney princess outfits, selling dresses to children. You also have Disney employees who are activists writing shows. And you have Disney employees, and I was going to say, instead of having clean cut, well, Lord knows what they have for their hairstyles now. Now, it looks like these specific employees were actually caught because they're dumb enough. Again, I can't believe it's one of those things where they almost deserve to get in trouble. No, they do deserve to get in trouble, but it's almost as if everyone under 50 just thinks, oh, I have to put this on the internet. And then they wonder, why did I get shoplifting? Why did I get caught doing this? Well, you're stupidly projecting it for the whole world to see. You're literally giving evidence to everyone because, well, it's probably also because of how narcissistic we are today as a society, unfortunately. But it looks like they actually are launching an investigation. So I'm actually surprised Disney's doing anything about this. I'm surprised the execs at Disney weren't applauding this morally depraved behavior where you have, again, in this instance, you have employees in their costumes twerking and putting it on social media. Whereas twerking is, it usually looks like someone who's having a seizure or they're under the influence of drugs. Well, they usually are under the influence of drugs, but it's pejorative dancing with sexual themes. Of course, not at all appropriate for, well, unfortunately nowadays probably is appropriate for modern Disney. I'm surprised they're doing an investigation at all. Now, it looks like you have Disney are allegedly launching an investigation after employees at their Anaheim, California, makes sense, were caught on camera twerking while dressed up as their family-friendly cartoon characters. Were family-friendly. Now, you also have, there's another controversial clip going around that depicts a life-size Pinocchio doll placed in position to simulate a sex act with Captain Hook, of course. Now, it looks like a number of clips were posted on a TikTok account called Illegal Disney, which, again, if they have a modicum of intelligence at Disney and IT, they should be able to find out who this is pretty damn quick. Now, I'm perhaps overestimating their capabilities to be actually capable of anything, but it looks like that account, the whole account aims to share behind-the-scenes secrets and footage of the Disney theme parks. And as of Saturday evening last week, the account is still up and running. So I shouldn't be too surprised with given the current Disney staff and who they hire. I can't help but think these are just going to become more and more prominent. And again, it blows my mind that there's an article a couple weeks ago about a man who spent, I believe, $4,000 on Disney tickets. Like, I don't know how people are going bankrupt going there. That's just for the stupid tickets. They have to pay for the food, all that kind of stuff. It blows my mind that people are still, after all this, still willing to pay for Disney. Will they ever change? Will consumers continue to pull back? Or is this a new business strategy? It'll be interesting to see. Let me know in the comments. Would you still go to Disneyland? Would you take children to Disneyland or Disney World these days? I can't help but think the quote-unquote happiest place on the planet might just be for morally vacuous, perverse adults these days. But that's just my 3 cents. It used to be 2 cents, but 40-year hyperinflation, thanks to the government, I gotta say that's my 3 cents. Should charge 4, but I'm a generous man, just 3 cents. Though, still free to click that subscribe button. Thank you, everyone, again, for taking the time to tune in. I know it's a high ambition. I'm trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of September. So if you click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, really appreciate the comments and the likes. The comments really help build the channel, grow and develop, as well as if you have individual experiences with these topics. Love hearing more frontline experience, whether it's the ongoing UAW United Auto Workers strike, or maybe someone who has some firsthand experience working at an automobile company who can maybe tell us why they're killing all these beautiful stick shifts to go with automatics. So any insight is also greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.